OBS, and for some reason that's working. So anyway, whatever works, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to all right. And by the way, I actually fixed the bug of why the enemy was not prepping up. So recently, before I started streaming this, I added a new state to the enumerator. So if I go into enemies, characters, enemies, base action, I added like a search enumerator in between prep. So when it was like going through, it got stuck in search, and prep was never called. Prep was calling the attack blue behavior tree. So I guess it'll be the same here. So if you now notice, search is equal to attack. See, it's set to prep, and this is set to days. So so yep. So actually that's fixed now. So now if I go back, you should let me just duplicate this enemy because now I know it's working. Alt P F11. All right. So now if I start shooting, it's gonna get dazed and it's gonna stagger. If I press F, I'll harvest it. I'll add the orange gun to my weapon. Then I'm gonna start shooting and waste all my bullets. I'm gonna stagger this, and then if I get this again, you'll notice I'll get a new chunk of orange gun. So this will have even more bullets. Not more bullets. It's gonna get all the bullets that the enemy had. So now if I just let the enemy exhaust all of the oh, there we go. All right, just had a call from my mom. Nothing biggie. All right, so I'm gonna wait for it to attack. Actually, that's what okay, so now you can actually see they're husks, so they're just gonna stay there. But I feel like even after they go to us, they're not like they're still looking at me or something. What is this? Are they still shooting? Alright, so let's fix this first, because if it's an husk, they just have to be more dumb, basically. I'm gonna jump back into orange's behavior tree. I'm gonna go to husk. So when it's an husk, it's gonna find a random location, which is this little oh no, what is that called? The task. Yep. Which is this little task. And then it's gonna move and it's gonna wait. And then when that's done, it's gonna do the same thing over and over again. But for some reason, our thing just gets stuck. Alright, so let's look why that's happening. I wanna attack this thing. So there's a little bug with the orange gun also. So when I shoot the orange gun, you might notice the bullets it's acting kind of weird. Only some get harvested and some. So we have 2 bugs to fix, right? So I'm gonna create a new Excel here. I'm gonna rename it and call it known bugs or just bugs. It's gonna this is all for just our ease of access. What do you call it? So yeah, I'm gonna just type in orange gun shooting projectile weirdly. Next, where we have enemy husk state irresponsive. So game design wise, when I was thinking about this, I feel like I should do something with the husk, right? Because so I'm just gonna move around while I talk, because I'm gonna waste all their ammo and then I'm gonna see what happens. Alright, so it's prepping up and it starts attacking. Alright, so I'm gonna talk till they finish their bullets out. So if you notice, like yes, actually, yeah, I realized my camera doesn't appear in the video streaming thing. That's alright. So if you notice the husk, right? So that means the player can just keep on moving around and try not to die and turn all of the enemies into husks, and he can just kill everybody and harvest the health and stuff, right? So obviously I'm going to think about something which can make the player from preventing the thing from going into husk. So now if you notice, you will also notice, so when it goes into husk, it's now real simple to kill that thing. So it's like boop, boop. Oh, it looks like I ran out of what do you call bullets. All right, there we go, it's back. So okay, so I feel like the bullet is in itself a little bit off for some reason. Let's fix that too. I'm gonna check what is happening. So when I shoot here, it does hit it, right? Okay. First of all, let's fix the orange gun first. So most probably I'm gonna check if it's the collision of this thing. So I'm gonna go into gun orange, and actually what I'm going to also do is I'm gonna give it a different collision called weapon collision. So anything that is weapon, it just ignores it. I'm gonna go into project settings, and we're gonna bring up collision, right? And we're gonna go new object channel, and I'm gonna say weapon to ignore. So and now when I go into base weapon, because weapons have their own channel, maybe not ignore though, just block. This is what I'm confused about, right? Because the weapons also, I plan to add health to the weapon too. So how should I approach that? Maybe for now we'll keep it at ignore. Maybe just for now. Or in fact what I can do is I'm just gonna remove collision from this for just now. So I'm gonna write down in random tidbits orange gun collision removed. Put it back if not detecting collision. So this is for me, right? So I'm just gonna wrap it and I'm gonna put it in that. Just for random tidbits. So if I'm not having any collision, I can go and check in there. So I'm gonna check simple complex, nothing is there. Alright, so now let me try shooting. So now if I hit this and then I go into, there we go, that patrol. Let's see, it's still not shooting itself, right? Why is that? Let me check if the orange. Alright, so we'll try to narrow this down. So when I get this orange and if I try shooting over here, it does attack though. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make the enemies spawn a different projectile. Thinking of differentiating the enemy projectile and the player projectile. Alright, so maybe I can call this player ammo underscore player underscore tomato seed pp ammo underscore player underscore orange seed. And then what I could do is maybe I could duplicate this, then I could say pp ammo underscore enemy underscore orange seed. So now when I go here and it spawns a class, I can call, oh, it's spawning base ammo. Alright, we're gonna spawn enemy orange seed. Enemy orange seed. And I'm gonna go to base ammo. There should be a little debug here, right? I'm gonna remove this debug. How should I go about this? Because I want the players to still have the debug, but I don't want the enemy to have any debug. Enemy's ammo, basically. Alright, how can I do this? I mean, I could do it as simple as overwriting. No, let's just do that. That's what I'm gonna do. Or even better, instead of just deleting. You know what? Now it really makes me think. How should I go about doing it? Yeah, actually this is a better method. From base ammo, we'll create a child blueprint and we'll call it pp underscore enemy pp underscore ammo underscore enemy underscore base. And then these orange seed, enemy orange seed, and oh wait, there is no enemy tomato seed. Oh, of course there isn't. Here's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna create a child blueprint of this class. I will call it enemy underscore orange seed new. And then we're gonna delete this enemy underscore orange seed and then replace it with the new orange seed. Replace references. Okay. It's gonna delete and it's gonna oh, and our religion crashed. Perfect. Alright, let's put it back up. I don't know, for some and there we go. Let's go into ammo, weapons, ammo. Alright, I'm gonna delete this. In fact, let's do it the easier method. Even easier. I'm gonna assign the new ones to this. And then boom. This should be easier. And then I'm gonna save all. I'm gonna fix up the redirectors. And then I'm gonna, and that should be good to go. So now in the enemy base, right, I can overwrite the hit. Oh, looks like I didn't copy the hit. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna copy the hit. So enemy base, there we go. And the only difference is now I can remove this and I can put this in. So now we have two different, so now these seeds are derived from the base ammo itself, and the enemy seed has another layer before it derives it. So now when the enemy shoots, there should be no weird yellow things to bother us. So now I'm gonna do that. Ratatata. Right, so it looks like I'm still getting some collision issues here. And what am I hitting though? Maybe I'm hitting my own self. So let's do that. So what I'm going to do is, if it is the, actually I feel like, now that I think about it, actually I should draw a little weapon flowchart here to make things easy to remember. I'm gonna go to insert shapes. I'm gonna say base ammo. So this is ammo in general, right? And then from it, there's two branches. One of them is enemy ammo, which we already created. And then we should have one more ammo, the player ammo. So whatever the player shoots, it should ignore the player and stuff like that, whereas whatever the enemy shoots, it should ignore other enemies. Maybe, but we definitely know the player ammo shouldn't affect the player though. It should just ignore the player, and then we can create multiple other little branches like that. I'm gonna grab my arrow real quick. I'll put that there. I know this seems like a little bit of extra work, but it's going to be useful in the long run. Alright, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to save all, and then I'm going to create a child blueprint class. I'm going to call it pp underscore ammo underscore play player underscore base. Save all, save selected, and we're gonna create child blueprint of that, and then call that orange seed new. We're gonna create a child blueprint of that, and we're gonna call it tomato seed new. I want to save everything, and then we're going to delete orange seed, and I'm going to replace it with, I know I'm kind of taking a risk here. Until engine might crash, until engine might not crash. Alright, looks like it didn't crash. I'm going to save all. And I'm going to replace tomato seed. Delete tomato seed. I'm going to replace it with tomato seed new. Replace and okay. And save. Alright, so until engine didn't crash, let me take some water here. Alright. I got a little distracted there. So now I can fix up the redirectors in this folders. Then I can remove out. Then I can remove the new doubt I opened up. And there we go. V. I'm just gonna press F2. Whew. Alright. Good stuff. So now what I can do is in the player base, I can overwrite the same. Oh, I'll go to base ammo. I'm gonna overwrite the same base ammo, that one, and I'm gonna make sure if this damages are the same. So tomato seed damage, if I go here, is 5 if I'm not wrong. There we go, that's 5. The orange is 10. So I'm gonna go 5, compile, save, and I'm gonna go orange seed, and its damage would be 10, which is what it is. And the enemy orange seed damage would be, actually I think it would be the same. It would be 10 damage. Oh, which it already is. Anyways, now when I go into player tomato seed, that's our base, right? Actually not ammo player base. How I can actually I can still keep this debug sphere. I can bring the thickness down. I can bring the duration down, and I can ignore, right? So now when I hit it, it does another check. It's gonna branch, right? Oh, not branch. I need an and. Oh, come on. I need an and. And then it's gonna check hit actor equals get player character is not, then it's gonna go ahead and it's gonna print out true. So now hopefully these guys should be able to hit me, and I should be still able to hit them, and I can take this and hopefully it should ignore mine. Oh, now it's even worse. Great. Alright, let's find out why is that. I'm gonna harvest this guy over here. Come here. And then let's test it out. So when I'm stable, it's correct, right? But I guess when I'm moving... Okay, so this happens only when I'm moving for some reason. Oh, okay. Alright, let's do this. I'm still registering the hit. Not by code though, but visually it's still getting registered here though. Now let's check out what is actually happening. I hit, it's gonna stagger. Then let's see. See, none of the hits are being registered. Literally none of them. Why is that? There's literally nothing different, right? So now we know maybe it has something to do with the weapon itself. Let me see, what are you spawning? You're spawning player orange seed, which it should. Collision hand is always spawn ignore collisions. And the owner, actually we need the instigator though, which is the player pawn. Now that I think about it, we could have done this so easier. What we could have done is, instead of creating all these duplicates, we could have just checked the instigator and be like, are you the instigator? No? Okay, get hit. Damn. Alright, I'll actually fix up that part when we're on, like, off stream. We don't have to do that on stream though, because that's pretty straightforward. All I'm going to do is I'm going to delete it. And now, oh, now it's working. Alright, so there we go. Now it's hitting. And I guess, there we go. Okay, so that started to weirdly work for some reason. Why? I'm gonna attack you. I'm gonna take you and. Okay, so that is now working. So now I can go into my little bug list here. I'll put all these to bad, right? I'm gonna make this done. An enemy husk state is it's irresponsive. So when it's in husk, it's irresponsive. So let's solve that now. I'm gonna go into my. Let me open up YouTube here in case any of you is watching and you guys are asking questions and stuff like that. Right. So what we are going to do is we're gonna go into orange and orange's behavior tree and let's check. I'm gonna keep it here, and just for debugging purposes, I'm gonna get the max seed count, bring it down to 5, and max seed count max to 10. So now let's see. Is it a husk? Yep, it's a husk. I'm gonna open up a behavior tree. I'm gonna study this thing. So it looks like one of them is not even responding. So I'm gonna delete one of these, right? Just to check out. Prep attack 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, husk. Alright, there we go, husk. So when it is an husk, it's not even like going here for some reason. It enters, it checks its state, and then it doesn't do anything. Why is that? Right, so let's check why it's happening, right? I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna see. So it's gonna actually setting its state to husk. It's a part of the weapon. It's part of the weapon, or is it part of the I think it's part of the weapon, because the weapon checks how much ammo it has, which is the weapon in this case is the itself. So I'm gonna check for ammo, right? There you go. Check for ammo is a function in the base. If it is less than equals to 0, set its state to husk. So let's see. Set value action to husk, and maybe I'm thinking maybe I should add a so if it is, I don't know. No, but actually there is observer robots is in everything, like, so why? This is getting more interesting now. So blackboard key is actually not husk state, it's action. Is there even a husk state? Oh, there is an husk state. Okay, so now alright, I see what's happening. So husk state was a boolean, and I'm setting the enumerator itself to husk state, and that's what I'm checking here to see if the boolean is true or if the enumerator is true. If I set this to husk, now it should be the random location. Somewhere along the way I forgot I was working with the boolean. Delete this boolean and everything should be good to go. Oh great, now this dude's not even entering into anything. Okay, what is happening? If the action is equal to husk, blackboard invalid. Oh, why is that? Alright, I'm gonna control Z, let's see. Why is it blackboard invalid though? I'm gonna bring it all the way down because I know. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set action is not equal to husk. So now there we go. Days stagger. Oh, actually, yeah, I should not be hitting them. So one of the little things in the game is when they stagger. Oh boy, this dude's staggering for a long time. Are you sure everything's good, my friend? Okay. Action is not equals to husk. Action is equal to husk. So with since stagger, it never comes out of stagger again. That's because it's set to days. Action is equal to stagger. Days is set to days. So this was the error I was talking about earlier. So let me bring this right. I'm gonna attack. Is it attacking? Yep, it's attacking. Nice. And it's a husk, and it's gonna go to random location. It's gonna be dumb. And 2 hits, dead. It's of no use. Alright. Okay, so now that seems to be working. So now let's get on to solving another problem, which is the dumbness of the enemy. Let's address that problem. So when it's attacking, and if I just hide from it, oh, actually, let me bring back the min and the max count. Let me see what the range for the enemy is. Orange is 25 to 30. So min is 25 and max count max is 30. And let's see. If I hide my... Oh, jump. Don't you dare attack me. See, it goes back to patrol. It doesn't know. It just forgets anything ever happened. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna create a last scene system. So what that last scene system is going to do is it's gonna keep a track of the player's position every 2 seconds or something, or every second. That's depending on the performance of what is more optimized. And it's gonna check, at least for now, it's gonna check all the time what the player's position is, right? And or maybe we could even narrow it down to when it's attacking, it's recording the player's position, and when the player disappears, it kind of keeps track of the... It goes to the last scene location of the player. So actually, I'm trying to find if the shadow play supports camera feature. Let's see. I'm gonna go just a little. Off it. I'm gonna turn it back on. And what do you guys see now? It's gonna check. Do you guys see something? I don't think you guys see something. But if I bring the camera here, and the size all the way to that big, broadcast live, yada yada yada. HUD layout. Oh, looks like my camera is not working. It's fine, I guess. Is there any video capture here? Oh, there we go. There is video capture, but there is no... Alright, it's not your fault. Alright, it's okay. We'll get back to... Actually, that's the very reason why I added an enum state called search. So search enum state is going to perform this exact task. So I'm going to jump back into enemy base, and I've already created a custom event called record player position, right? And I'm going to copy paste this custom event. I don't know why I did that. Shouldn't have done that. I'm going to record player position underscore start. So this is what the blackboard tree will call. And what it's going to do is it's going to set timer, and this is going to be our record player position interval seconds. So every 3 seconds or every 2 seconds, it's gonna record the player's position. So, all right, let's see. When it, all right, so it's gonna loop obviously, and it's gonna be as simple as getting the blackboard key, and it's gonna set blackboard value as vector. So before I actually created the stream, that's the last thing I did before I started the stream, right? I'll come back to this. Is I created a vector called last seen player location. So I'm gonna make a literal name, call it, I want to type all of this again. I'm just gonna copy and I'm gonna paste it. And the vector value would be get player character. So I'm not what I'm doing is I'm gonna cheat, right? I'm gonna just get the player's direct location. But how I'm going to reinforce it in such a way is if it's not, what do you say? It's gonna only record it when it actually sees the player. It's not gonna just pull out this information randomly, right? So what I'm okay. Interesting stuff. Let's jump back to the base enemy tree. It's an enemy base tree, right? And because this is going to be the template which I'm gonna copy paste from, and stuff. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so see the blackboard state is invalid. I'm gonna set it to action if is equal to husk, and this would be action is not equal to husk. So what's going to happen is, all right, let me just double check, right? So let's see, and we find that so this is patrol is equal to patrol. This is alert, to find player on alert, correct. Search is what we're going to develop now. And there's attack, which is wait. And let's see, this is daze, stop staggering. Actually, I think this is stagger, and I guess that is daze. All right, looks like this is attack. I think this is attack. This was attack. Now I'm just gonna copy paste this, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna put it between here. I'm gonna say it's equal to search. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create two new tasks called start recording and stop recording. So let's do that. Oh yeah, there you go. I had a brain fart. My bad. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna rename it. Call it btt underscore enemy underscore. It belongs to base underscore start and stop recording player loc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a boolean, call it start record, and I'm gonna call receive execute. I'm going to receive execute AI. I'm gonna call finish abort. Nope. Finish execute. My bad. And I'm gonna branch it out, right? And I'm gonna see, I'll make this public. So this would be a variable we would set in the behavior tree itself. I'm gonna start recording, and if it is start record, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to control pawn, cast to enemy base, which is a pure cast because this is going to belong to enemy base. I'll bring it up. Record play position start. I'm going to create a custom event. I'm going to call it record player position underscore stop. which would be nothing. I'm gonna create this into a timer. Record player pause timer. Let's make this big. There we go. Position timer. And I'm gonna categorize this as, what would this be? This is AI, right? This is AI stuff. I don't think I have a category for AI yet. Call this AI. Call this AI. There we go. AI is done. Adding it to the category AI is done. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do clear and invalidate timer by handle. I'm going to call record player position timer handle. Boom, bam, beam, boom. Done. And that's it, right? So this is what we're going to do for recording the player position. Now, when do we want to start recording is an entirely different story. I'm going to go here and let's say I want to start recording whenever the player is, whenever it's seeing the player basically. So, you know what? Actually, I think we can automate this. So when it's patrolling, it's not going to see the player, because the moment it sees the player, it's going to go into alert. So we can start recording during our alert. All right, let's do that. For run CQS query, it's going to start and stop recording, and start record is true. Actually, I forgot to update last seen player location because I didn't even finish this. I don't know how I forgot that. Record player position start, and let's go here, copy paste this, and say record player position stop, and then execute, finish execute. Boom. And boom. Looks neat, right? Just one more step is, oh, actually we don't need to do that because this thing directly updates the player position recorded. So yeah, all right, boom, done, right? So we're gonna start and stop recording, and that's it. Now what we're going to do is whenever it goes to search, all we have to do is we say move to, which is going to be last seen player location. So that's where it's going to move to. And all right, let's see. So it's gonna start recording, and okay, so it should stop recording when it sees the player, right? So enemy, there we go. Start record is false. And I think that should be the basic function of it. So let me just copy this tree. I'm gonna put it in the behavior tree enemy orange. There we go. Boom. I'm gonna put it right after. I'm gonna put it right after alert. There we go. It's equal to search. It's gonna go into a sequence. Don't forget that. I should do that. It should do the same in the base. It goes into a sequence because it's wrong. Because otherwise it will just select either this or this. And then it should be the same here. It goes into a sequence. All right. And when it's alert, there's a sequence already here. I'm gonna say, before you find the suitable attack point, I'm gonna say start recording player location. I really need a compact name for this. Let's see, class settings. Is there like a blueprint display name? Record player loc. Does it do something? Nope. I thought it would probably. Maybe I can just call this record player loc. Oh, there we go. All right, so it's gonna stop recording, and it's gonna be the same. Actually, it's gonna start recording. It's gonna be the same here, right? It's gonna stop, And instead of going to patrol, it's going to go to search. Actually, if you think about it, we can even make a little task for this. Just stop recording and then start searching. Let's make a task for that. So this would actually be part of the base because everybody uses this, not just the orange. Where are you? There we go. btt underscore enemy underscore base underscore stop record and search. All right. So what that is going to do, receive execute AI. So I'm doing all of this task just to keep the main behavior tree clean. Finish execute. Boom. What I'm gonna do is cast to. Can I cast the behavior? Actually no. Why would I do that? Can I run another task instead of? Actually no. We'll keep it simple. We'll keep it simple. And I'm gonna go to tomato. Oh, not tomato. My bad. Convert to base. There we go. Make it a pure cast because it's all it's going to be. And stop recording. And then next we're going to set blackboard value as enum, and this is going to be action, which is the blackboard key. And let's see, action, boom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make literal enum, make literal enum act base av base action search. Boom. And all I have to do is I'm going to remove this task and I'm going to say stop record and search. That's it. I'm going to copy this, and wherever it says go back to can see player, what I'm going to do is, if it cannot see the player, stop recording. That's it. Stop recording. And there we go. Can see player, change to alert. See? Stop recording. Stop recording the player's position and start searching. Because every time it has to come into alert. So if it goes into search, it has to see the player and it will come back to alert. And of course, there might be some bug I'm missing out. I'm bring another sip of water here. Nice. So of course we might be missing stuff out. Let's see. Base action, yada yada yada. And I think that's it. Find a suitable attack player patrol if no player in sight. Nope. Stop recording and start searching. Oh, actually, this is correct. This is correct. This actually has to go to alert. Otherwise, it would never even like feel danger. It will always be stop recording and start searching. So just to know our move to point, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make in enemy base record is. We're gonna create a debug, right? A debug cube draw debug box, and its center is this. Its extent is 5 plus 5 5. Let's make it yellow. Duration 5 1 every 1 second, right? Duration, actually, just for the ease of the sake of making it simple. And when it starts searching, just before it goes to search, right, what we'll do is we'll actually, can I print a task in here? Let's see. I mean, I can just make a new task, call it already, but it's okay. Just for now, we'll see. It's recording my position every second. Boom, boom. And when I hide, let's see what it does. It's still attacking. Alright, why is that? I'm gonna comment this. I'm gonna say search for player. Save. Attack. Let's see. Stop recording, stop attacking, stop record and search. So does it ever stop attacking? That we do not know. Stop record and search, success, and it sets itself to search. Alright, let me pull this dude out. Let's see what's happening. I'm gonna zoom out real nicely. And let's see, I'm gonna play. Prep, attack, it's recording position real nicely. Boom, 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 and hide. Alright, so it's going back and forth. It's going back and forth, back and forth. Oh! No! I got what the problem is. Okay, so I didn't set the blackboard key. Action. Oh, okay, so now I have to... Can I find for this? I can't even find for this. Okay, so it's okay. We're gonna go to stop and search. Anywhere that says stop, record, and search, we're gonna go and say action. Let's see, stop, record, and search here. I'm gonna say action. Now, it should set. It's gonna record me. Boop, boop, boop. And it's gonna go there to search. Beautiful. 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 Okay. So once it's moved, it's gonna go back to alert. Actually, it goes to patrol. Oh, should it go to patrol or should it go to, let's see, set enemy face set action? It should go, I think it should go to alert. Change to alert. And that would be, or should it go to patrol? I'm not sure now. Maybe it should kind of like look around, right? And search for the player. Let's see if, and let me just reduce my player position interval to not every 2 seconds, just record every second. Prep, attack. Alright, so it's gonna go there. Come on, you can do this. Oh, is it because it can't reach there? Maybe I should project point in the navigation. Alright, let's do that. BP enemy pace. Let's see. When it starts searching, right? Should I make a... It's gonna record and then... What is that? Oh, it's a meme. Alright. What should I do? Alright, I'm kind of confused, right? Should I... Actually, let's do that. What I'm gonna do is, before I set it as a vector, I'm gonna get point in navigable, get random reachable point in radius, and this is going to be our origin, 100. There we go. Now let's see, it's gonna, oh, and it's stuck in search. Okay, I think our problem is a little different now. Nope, it's the same problem. It's search for player, start and stop recording. It should be stop recording and search. Actually, it should be nothing. Actually, it should be just this. There we go, done. I think we don't need this anymore. Let's just try connecting that straightforward. Let's see. Pop, 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 pop. It's gonna go for me over there. Get out of search, come on. Let's jump in the behavior tree. Let's see what's wrong. What's going on in your mind? Talk about it. It's going crazy. Pa, 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 pa. Action to change. Oh, yep, of course. I'm making all these childish mistakes. Record. Oh. Action to change it to alert. And when it searches, it stops prepping. Stop orange, stop prep. Orange, stop attacking. Alright, so I think that we really, okay, we need to bring back that random, actually not reach, project point to navigation. Query extent is 5 by 5 by 5, 50 by 50 by 50. Projected location. Now we should get something different. Now we should see the points it can reach. Oh, and it's gone dumb. Okay, oh, okay, that's because, yep, that's why. This should be our center, and now we should find, okay, see? So now, come on, prep, attack. So, yeah, that's it. So it's because it's projecting it somewhere else, right? And I'm gonna just make it crazily big and incredibly bright so we can figure out how it's projecting. I think it's not even getting any point. I think I'm doing something is missing. Random, actually not point in navigable. Checkpoint to navigation is what we tried already. Get random reachable point in radius. Let's try that. Center, extent, let's see. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I kind of blacked out. I'll bring this back to 10, 10 and 10. Radius 500. Why not? Is it recording? Oh, okay, there we go. That's nice. That's not nice. What is you doing? So it's getting a random point in that radius. A reachable point. Okay, so it's still get point in navigable. Let's see. I think the only thing we can do is project the point. Project point to navigation. And what is this query extent? That's what I'm kind of curious about. Nav data, what is this? Get center. And let's print this string, right? Print string as true or false. There we go. I don't want to call it 50. Maybe I'm doing something wrong in this. I feel like I'm doing something wrong in this. But let's see. False. Alright. So it looks like it doesn't get any. It's not projecting the point. Let's go to your old Google and say project point to navigation. Using project point to navigation. Now let's find out. Try expanding default navigation. You can do that. Project state. You probably don't have any separate agents. Add one and expand default query extent. All right. Let's do that. Project settings, navigation system, supported agents. Project settings, navigation system, supported agents. What is this? Default query extent 500, 500, 500. And what else do we have to do? Expand default query extent. Name, search player. Just for the heck of it. And crouch can jump, can walk. Nav agent step height, preferred nav data, recast nav mesh. So that should be it. That's it. I don't know. Well, let's check it out. Let's check it out if that is it. Let's see. Recast, filter, navigation, filter, nav data. Get. Nope. Actually, can I? What happens if I do it? If I make it a variable? What is its default? Nope. I think I'm doing something wrong. Project point to navigation. Intention document is so good, it just explains what the node is. Something I can't read the nodes. I would have a point in space, but it's not inside the nav. As move to sort of command AI move as close as possible to a position. Alright, so I mean it is kind of alright, so we'll look more into this. I mean not later. But I think if we look at from but at least if I go, it's recording the points now. If I go here, it starts to search, then it goes to alert, then it goes back to search again. It goes back to the same point. It goes to the oldest data it can find. Instead of alert, maybe it should go to patrol. That's what I was thinking, right? Like, where should it go to? Like, rep, attack, search. It goes here, and then what? Oh, okay. Oh, of course, it can't go there. Let's keep it simple. Come on, record it. Pop, 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 boom. It's gonna search. All right, and it goes back to patrol. Okay. So we have some kind of system working. What we're going to do tomorrow is let's write it down in the bug, right? Let's write it in bug. We'll call this search point is irresponsive, search state irresponsive if last seen loc is unreachable. There we go. Bad. Should save this. And I guess that's it for today. We worked on a little bit of bugs. We made some really nice search mechanics. So like now it records the player position and stuff. But now tomorrow what we're gonna do is we're gonna refine that system. So maybe I was thinking, I don't know. I'll let you guys know what I think about. So maybe I'll start thinking now. And then when I come up with the solution, I'll let you guys know. Alright then, see ya. Good morning, good evening, good night, and goodbye.